Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for joining us here today. Sorry for the late start. Apologies to all. We're here today to talk about a show we did promoting on the 9th of May at the Wembley Arena in London. And we thank the restaurant today for hosting the press conference to announce it. The show will feature Billie and Saunders and Eubanks Jr., not against each other, in separate fights. Billie Joe will be having a fight, hopefully before he's fighting the winner of Andy Lee and Quillen. He was supposed to fight in the States on the 11th of April, but unfortunately sustained an injury, and that's why he didn't travel, so now we're keeping busy by giving him a fight on the 9th of May. We had hoped to announce the opponent this morning, but we can't do that. We'll do that later on this afternoon once we get the confirmation back from America that the contract we sent is signed. Also on the card, in the joint main event, Eubanks Jr., who is defending his interim WBA World Middleweight title against Les Sheringham from Australia. Both of these guys, they've had some tough fights, their last few fights. Bill, I think, has fought 6 or 7 undefeated fighters on the spin. Things like that, something that it is. So, you know, as I say, he's done everything he's been asked of him. 21-0, perfect record. And young Christopher, as we know, last year fought against Bill and lost points decision, and has subsequently become the interim WBA champion, done brutally in his last fight, so he's out there and he's defending that title against Sherrington. Sherrington, I believe, will give him a solid fight. He's a decent, solid performer. He has a win over Shannon Taylor. And obviously I want to see these two guys get to a situation by the end of the year that they fight each other in a rematch. In the meantime, you know, hopefully Bill comes back with the WBO title, BO title, and then we've got an amalgamation or unification title. So that's what we're working to do with the two guys. There's an era at the moment that's developing again in the middleweight division, which I think goes back to what, you know, the sort of glory and 80s, the late 80s and 90s when Chris's dad was fighting, Nigel Benn. We're in a similar situation now with what's going on with these two guys and a few of the other middleweights that are around. So hopefully we'll get to a stage where we can see some of the exciting fights that we had back in those times amongst some of the middleweights in the UK at the moment. In the meantime, they've got to keep winning their fights before we get the unification. Also on the card will be Frank Bullioni defending his WBO European title, Bradley Ski, Mitchell Smith, amongst others. So it's a cracking little show that we're looking forward to putting on, and looking forward to, as I say, the guys coming through so we can then move on to a much bigger stage in the next year with a huge fight. I think that's certainly. Well, we've got the guys here. We've got Chris's manager and trainer, Ronnie Davis. So if you've got any questions to ask, please feel free to do so.
Have you seen much from Les Sherrington? What do you think of
I heard his name today, so don't know who he is, don't know what he's about. I was told I was supposed to be fighting a man called Saunders, who has been gunning for me for the last 2 years, and apparently he's pulled out. Management team don't want to fight. I don't know the full story, but now I'm telling me to fight this guy from Australia. It really doesn't matter. I'm not interested in any of those guys. I'm interested in the rematch with the man sitting across from the pink shirt, and that's what I'm working towards. That's all I care about is redeeming my loss.
Pink shirt's all the wins still on the record.
Are you keen to do the rematch as soon as possible, or do you want to wait for there some world fights on the line?
I gave him a shot. I was the champion. He didn't deliver. He come up. He had the mouth. I beat him. cashing on the world title shot now, this is what happens, you get wins when you're in big fights, and you come to us. My reward is the WBO world title, I will get that. I will be a man to my word, I said I'll give him a rematch. When I get it, we set down on my terms, and we do the rematch, yeah, not a problem. And I'll be more easy this time than I did last time.
Are you expecting Andy Lee to beat you?
To be fair, it's a 50-50 fight, you know. Quillen's not really been hit on the chin, he's not really been tested. I'm sure Andy Lee will. You know, Andy Lee's been in some tough fights himself, so, you know, it's a 50-50 fight.
With that world title fight, would it be in America if Peter Quillen wins, or over here if Andy Lee wins?
If Andy Lee would essentially in the UK. And you think Andy Lee, you sort of talk about this 90s situation again with the middleweights. It's a bit like Steve Collins. He's like the modern day Steve Collins. From that point of view, he adds spice to the situation. I hope he wins. I think, like Bill says, it's a 50-50 fight. Whatever happens, at the end of the day, we've got some really great fights that we've made here. These guys around, you know, they're quality young fighters. They're the best around. They've livened up this division in a big way. So let's keep our fingers crossed that Andy wins. And that will keep winning.
Frank, what happened with Spike?
Spike O'Sullivan was offered the fight by my matchmaker. They agreed terms. Subsequently, they came back and demanded astronomical money that if he were to beat Chris, not his manager came back for astronomical money after we agreed terms, and it just wasn't viable. We're not going down that road. And it's a shame really, because Spike's a nice guy, and you know, we promoted him for a long, long time.
Is he? I don't know. He's a nice guy.
That's nothing.
You see what he's been saying to me?
No, I don't
for 2 years.
What's he been saying?
The guy's obsessed. You know, the guy's, you know, it's like he's in love with me. He's tweeted me probably every week for the last 2 years. And, you know, now he gets his shot.
Well, you know, tell us what you manage.
Well, you know, it's a talk, you know, the way he goes on, you know, he talks like he fought me for free. And now he's got his chance and they're can't really fight because they're asking too much money.
It's a shame really, but you know, he had his biggest payday ever. I'm sure he lost his pay packet was against Bill, and this would have been up there probably in the bigger one. So it's a shame for him, and it's a shame for the public. So I think it's a fight we want to see, but that's what it is. His promoter is a guy who sings in a band called the
Dropkick Murphy.
Dropkick Murphy.
There was also some talk about Chivinov having a rematch clause. I think Vlad said
There was no
rematch. Bill, did you see Chris's performance against Chivinov? It earned a lot of respect from fans from that performance. Did you see it?
Sorry, mate.
Did you see his fight against Chivinov where he won the belt?
Yeah, I was there. I was working on the night. I see bits of it. But you know, Chuganov is what he is. You know, he's a coupled slinger. You know, if he landed 10 punches on me for 12 rounds, I would be very upset. I think Chris made hard work of it. You know, I think that he done well to get me out there before the end of the round. But listen, he is what he is. He's not a class fighter, is he? Let's face it. He's got a draw catch, Mendy. He's got a Maxwell. I think he just got beat by him. Yeah, I'll give you probably a 1 out of 10 performance. But he got the win. That's the main thing.
Roman, what did you make of Chris's performance against Shula?
Well, he boxed really well. Put the weight back on Robbie for his 5 months. Strong. Yeah, I thought he boxed well.
What will you be working on moving forward?
Sorry?
What will you be working on with him moving forward? In terms of the areas that you think he still needs to improve on?
He's the right series, right? Just, I don't look at that, no expression. He's there, he knows what he's got to do, he's doing the right sparring and preparing as always. You know, fights a fight. Good old school for him, that's the way it is.
Frank, does it help that you promote both of these guys to get a rematch in the summer?
Well, sure, you know, as I say, I think Bill said there'll be a rematch, and about when and where. And, I'm sure the public will call for that, and it's got to be done at the right time. I think really, before we get to that, we've got to focus on the 9th of May, because we've seen all big fights suddenly go out with rematches and whatever, and then the guys are not focusing on what they've got in front of them. I think what they need to do is get the guys that they're going to be facing on the 9th of May out the way and see where we go from there. Yeah, the 11th of May is quite an important situation as well. As I said earlier, the Andy Lee equivalent fight is going to determine a lot of things as well. So, it's really interesting times.
But there seems to be an appetite for these two, amongst themselves to get back in.
It's more than an appetite. The argument is must have fight for a long time. Long time right here.
That's not world title. Do you call that world title? Yeah.
This makes me
That makes you. Yeah. Check the WBC, WBO.
What you want to do is
Not for the box rate, whatever else. Listen. Alright, the ranking, box rate, I've beaten you. Chris, I've beaten you, mate. Yeah? You've been beaten. I've beaten you. Yeah? You know I've beaten you. Right, did you win that fight?
You were holding on for dear life for 6
Right, let me tell you one thing. Can I ask you one question? Do you think you won that fight?
Of course I do.
Right. Ronnie, I respect him. He's an extremely wonderful man. Ronnie, did you come up to me on the night of that fight at the last show when you boxed last and said, well, I believe Joe, you're the deserving winner?
What's that got to do with me?
I'm asking you, I'm trying to train. Thank you very much, Ronnie.
This is not
I'm
to do
sorry. You're deluded, man. You're deluded. You're on drugs.
You're not that far.
You must be on drugs. I'm a better fighter than you because I beat you. I beat you already. I beat you already. Listen, let me tell you one thing. You will get a rematch and I will to give you a rematch. And you will be on
You know
Monday.
what? You beat him.
Yeah?
Gypsy's your
Oh,
Billy, how would Spike get on against Chris Eubanks?
Spike can knock him out cold. 100%. Let me tell you what. If he pulls that same performance when he boxed Juvenile, I gambled him. I'll have £10,000 in now. Spike can knock him out cold. I know he will. 1,000,000% fact. It's no good you put on little eyes because you know you can.
I'm shocked. I'm shocked.
I know you're shocked. You're shocked you got beat by me. That's what you're shocked for. You're not over it. It's gone now. It's gone 5 months ago. Yeah?
You know what's coming.
You know. All right, listen. It's all right you saying that. You know what already come to you, son. You beat him. You got beat. You've lost. You've lost. You're always gone. Hang on, but you're over here. You're always in that pocket there. You're always in that pocket. Take your little belt home and hold your trousers like this. That's all that's good for. You ain't got no good belts, man. I've got the best belts. I've got the best. I'll be fighting for a WBO as well. So what's that? International. I'll tell you what I've done. I won the WBO International Continental, what you want to call it. I ain't even got the belt yet for it because I don't want it. I won't bother doing that, man. That's no good. Would you bother putting that in front of your mantelpiece? You can show it to your old grandkids when you get old and say, oh, listen, lie to them. Listen, come, I don't want it. Keep it. That's rubbish. I'll tell you what I do. When I get the WBO world title, yeah, I'll give you a chance, like I said, I'm man to my word, but on my terms and conditions. Not yours. Let me tell you one thing, people, yeah? Let me tell you one thing now. When you're training for a fight, for a big fight, yeah? And you've got someone clowning around, you don't know whether they're going to get in the ring with you and fight you or not. Do you not think that gives you a bit mentally and you think, right, he's not getting in the ring with me, is he going to fight, is he not going to fight? But let me tell you now I know that I've got the win over him. Next time when he fights me, from day one to the day I get in that ring, I know he's fighting because I've got his own. Yeah? When you're training for 6-7 weeks and people's in union saying, I don't think he's going to fight you, are you going to be fighting? Are you going to... Listen, messing me about, I still got in there with all that, went through all the training camp, don't know whether he's going to fight or not, whether he's going to pussy out, and still beat you. Let me tell you, when I fight you again, little boy, you'll get worse than again. 100,000,000% fact, you'll get beat. You'll get stopped next time. I promise you this, you will get stopped. Listen, you know in that second round when I caught you, yeah? I caught you in that second round. You're laughing. Listen, you're there, you're laughing. When I caught you in that second round, you see your legs do a little tip. You know. Only thing you know, I caught you in that second round, you know you was there. You know you was there in that second round. Well, you best watch it again because you're the only man who thinks you won. I think you need to watch it for sound on that. I think you need to watch what I was doing instead of watch what you was doing.
At the end of the day, the rematch is on the table.
You're the only man who trying to give you a bit of advice in the corner and tells him to shut up. What good is that? That's not good. You did. It's on camera. Everybody heard it.
I'm ready when you want.
Listen, I'm ready when I'm ready. I've got something to do. I've got a lot of money to earn. Yeah, I've got a lot of money to earn. Well, you're sitting bright and clowning about the gym with your dad and and moving up and down. I'm earning a lot of money. I beat you. My reward is WBO World Title.
For that fight, it's nothing compared to what you get for the rematch.
What? Oh, yeah, listen, and you know that as well. Listen, let me tell you one thing. Without me, you wouldn't have got that money.
Rematch is here, take it.
Let me tell you one thing. I guarantee you now, the money I'm getting for a world title, you've never seen in your life.
Everybody wants to
Unless you fight me. Because listen, your biggest payday is me now, not my biggest payday is you. If I want to fight you, I'll give you a payday. Listen, I'll give you a payday. 100% payday. Not you giving me it. I will be the champ. You ready, yeah? Fight Spike, then I'll give you.
Spike doesn't want it.
Spike, listen. Well, so that was fine.
After 2 years of trying to get the fight, he's not in it.
Yeah?
He should be where you're sitting right now, he's not. You don't want it either.
I don't want it. I've already beaten
I
you.
don't want it.
I've already beaten you.
It's right here.
I've already beaten you.
Let's fight on May 9th.
Right, what, you want to fight May 9th? Right, double, I'll tell you what I'll do, Frank. Double my purse for the world title and I'll fight May 9th. Not a problem. That's not a problem. Is that listen, I'm not giving
I'm not worried about, just say what you said again. Double what?
double my purse for the world title I'm getting and I'll fight May 9th. Not a problem.
That sounds great. Let me just tell you. we are at Wembley Arena, so the size of that is that like full stuff. But we'll talk after this. But the most important thing is I think we're going to get a rematch down the road. There's no doubt about that, and it's a matter of when. And I know it's eagerly awaiting, and it's my job to deliver it. And also, what everyone's got to understand is I'm also Bill's manager, so I have to, from Bill's point of view, ensure that it's on the, if this does happen, it's on his terms, the terms that he wants.
It'll be on my terms because I've got the win. I'm the champion, and I will be WBO champion. I've said it from day one. I will come out the world title, but it's being equivalent on my handy leg. And when I beat you that night, I said after the fight, I will give you a shot. You will have a shot when I'm good and ready. No problem at all. Is that good for you, Chrissy? We all want it now. I want £1 million now, but I've got to work and earn it. You've got to work and earn it this time. I'll give you a shot.
You won't beat Billie, you won't beat Lee.
No?
I want you before they pick you.
Yeah, okay, well, you ain't got that chance now. Unless you double that, then you've got a chance in 6-7 weeks' time. It's not a problem. Oh yeah, I'm scared, but I've already beat you once now. Listen, let me tell you one thing. Before you say I'm scared, right? I've already beat you now. Have you got a loss in your life? Right, let's go and check one thing. 1 second, 1 minute, hang on, one second. Right, Chris Eubanks Jr., hang on. Well, I can't even say the name. Win, up, loss. Who's that? That's Billie Joe Saunders there. That's on paper, mate. Hey, let's look at Billie Joe Saunders now, yeah? Win. Alright, what's that? Hang on, he's not there, that's still all wins. Oh, here we are. Eubanks. Oh, wins. Look at that. That's in black and white. So that is in black and white.
Paper isn't in the fight.
No? So, alright, and what's up with the rankings? What's the rankings about? Paper's not in the fight. That may mean nothing either. Did the boxer rankings mean anything?
The public want to see that you.
100%. The public wanted to see it first of all. Yeah, I'd give it to the public. I didn't need to. What I could have done is box somebody from Australia or wherever I wanted to fight someone from, get the win over it, and still get me shot where I'm at now. But no, I'll put it on the line, give you a shot to take a chance to take my spot. You failed to do it. So therefore, you're going to have to wait now and earn your own shot back. Or you've got to wait till I win the world title because I'm good and ready to give you it. And this time, there will be no messing about not turning up to press conferences, not turning up to not else and wasting everybody's time and everybody else who's set here, getting people to fly back from Spain and stuff like that. You will do what we say when we want to say. If not, you don't get the fight. Simple as that. There you go.
As long as I get the fight, you can have whatever you want.
Oh, thank you very much. Give me your purse as well.
Ron, does this have all the hallmarks of Ben and Eubanks and Ben and Watson all over again?
Yeah, it does. The younger, there's more. It's just a different era. Both really good full respect for the young man. I could fire. Thought we just nicked it last time, but you can't win the second one. No disrespect.
Thank you. No, thank you very much.
Things went wrong in the last fight. Right, I don't know what this guy's on. I just put right. He will win. Next time. Tell Tibbs he doesn't want revenge. That's what's going to happen. He definitely wants these. You can't be in them.
Listen, what I say, I respect Ronnie. Ronnie's an extremely good trainer. He's done extremely good things in boxing. You know, he's one of the most recognised names. But you can only benefit off someone like Ronnie if you want to sit down and listen to him. If you don't want to choose not to sit down and listen to him, and that is your own fault. Because I sit down and I listen to Jimmy Tibbs. I box to under orders. You know, because sometimes we fight our arts, we get too much of it and we stand there and we'll have it. But that don't win you fights sometimes. That don't win you fights.
Don't try and trick people into thinking that's the
I'm not
type of fight
tricking
you
someone.
want.
I'm telling you, I boxed to orders, mate, and I beat them.
You don't have fight.
Perhaps if I'd have boxed to myself and my art would have got the better of me, would I have won? I don't know, it could have been a different story, but I boxed to orders. And next time, I'll box to more orders and beat you again. That's not a problem. That is not a problem. I'll beat
If it
you
wasn't
again.
for me, it would have been a terribly boring fight. You know
So
that.
don't say two to make a fight, no.
Of course it
Alright,
is.
I'm just going to stand there and you
You're
punch
happy.
me.
You're
I'm going to stand there and you punch me to pieces. I'll be nice with
You're happy to go
it.
to
I've got brains
go
for it. I'm going to
run in
stand
the
there.
mill.
What,
You're a
I'll
boring
tell you
fight.
what we do next time.
I'm
Do you want
gonna
to stand
stand
toe to
up
toe?
first,
Do you want to listen? I'm asking you, do you want to stand toe to toe next time? Do you want to stand toe to toe?
You don't have it in you.
Do you want to stand toe to toe? I'm asking you, look.
I asked you that before, you wouldn't answer me.
Do you want to stand
I'm
toe
not
to
telling
toe?
you what I'm going to do. You don't have that in you.
Exactly.
You
I
don't
didn't
have
tell you
that.
what I do and I do and I beat
You're a
you. You
runner.
told me what you was going to do and I knew what you was going to
You
do.
lick points and you hold. That's what you do.
Thank you very much.
You're boring. Nobody
Floyd
cares.
Mayweather was born as well, so he nicks points and he does. Floyd Mayweather was born, yeah. Floyd Mayweather stands right. Floyd Mayweather stands
Don't
right.
ever compare yourself.
Do you? Oh, you said that you beat Floyd Mayweather. Your dad said you beat Golovkin. Golovkin would destroy me and you on the same night. How about that? No, he's the only man I know to beat Golovkin. He's better than Floyd Mayweather Jr. Did you not say you're better than Floyd?
No, I did not.
Did your dad say that?
No, we didn't.
Yes, he did. Hang on, can anyone, who heard that? Who heard the interview once? Can someone, come on lads, be honest. Did you hear that? So don't lie to them, tell them the truth.
My father said that.
No.
I have
Here we
intention
go.
to be as big as Floyd
No,
Mayweather.
you are going, this man is going to be bigger than Floyd Mayweather Jr.
That doesn't mean I'm better fighter
Ah,
than
man,
that,
come
does
on,
it?
listen, wake
Don't
up.
twist the
Wake
words.
up, we're listening.
And that's
Wake
the
up.
goal. That's
We're not
the
playing.
difference between me and him. He's the type of fighter. He looks at a fighter and says, "No, I can't beat him. I couldn't beat him. He can knock me out and smash everybody in the same night." Me, I don't care who you are. I will find a way. I'll think of a way to beat you, and I'll go into the ring.
Pete, you didn't do that on 29th November 2014. Because then you would have set in winning. You didn't think of it then, did you? Because you said you'd either die to defend your own, and Frank even said on the table, don't say that. Frank, did you say that?
I'll go and defend my
Thank you very much.
I don't
Hey,
give up.
listen, yeah. Well, that's it, I'll beat you. I'll beat you. I'll beat you. I'll beat you. You can't handle defeat, mate. You're a very bad loser. You're a bad
I've got the
scorer.
loss of my record.
Yes, you are. Thank you very much. End story. You've got the loss of your record.
All I'm saying
Listen,
is,
you just said,
a lot of the public think you did win, so let's get the rematch.
alright, let me ask you one question, people. I want the truth. If you think I lost now, right, I know you're ready to do a job. Put one hand up if you think Chris won the fight.
This is not the public.
Thank you very much. Right, who thought I won the fight? Thank you very much, people. Thank you very much. Cheers and a half. I saw you.
You want me to qualify?
Thank you.
You want me to qualify?
Yeah.
Thank you.
If he
There's gotta be a draw there,
would
Jim.
knock 2 or 3 rounds, maybe.
Listen, Mayor, listen. If my granddad had a pair of balls, she'd have been my granddad, but she hasn't.
And that's why when we're seeing you, because there's so many question marks, you know, it's what if, you know, oh, it did win. That's why we want to see it. So that's why we should give it.
Listen,
That's-
don't worry, I will give it to you, mate. I said, but you got to wait and earn it. You got to fight somebody now to earn your shot. Like I had to fight. Listen, I had to fight back to back. Listen, the Australian come over, unbeaten Olympian Australian. I had to fight him for the Commonwealth. Then I had to fight Nick Blackwell, John Ryder, Spike O'Sullivan, all them, all undefeated fighters. The only undefeated fight you box is me next, and you got beat.
I've got the title.
Exactly. The only undefeated fight you box is me, and you got beat.
I've got the title.
You got the top man. I don't want that title. I don't want that. That's.
You always talk about, oh yeah, I want to give the public what they want, but the public wants
Of course I do. Listen, I'll give the public whatever they want. I've already given it to them.
Let's do it.
I already give it to them. But now I'm cashing out. Listen, if you were in my position now, Chris, yeah, you said to me, when I beat him, I'm moving on. I'm not giving this guy another chance. Did you say that? You did say
I
that.
never said I will give you a rematch.
You must be right. Did you say that? You did. And matter of fact, did they want a rematch clause in the contract? No, exactly. That's the reason why. You didn't want a rematch clause in the contract. Frank wanted a rematch clause just in case about a clash of heads, something like that. But you said no rematch clause. Right or wrong?
I don't make the contracts.
You don't make the contract. Legend after. They didn't want no rematch clause. But I'm still willing. Listen, Frank said I'm still willing to tell him I will give him a rematch. But on my terms. I'm cashing out first what I've got to do and what I've got to get. then you will have a rematch when I'm good and ready, on my terms. If not, you can walk away and find someone else.
What do you mean by cashing out? I'm confused.
I'm getting a lot of money now, a hell of a lot of money. A lot of money to step aside.
You're not
Money.
going to get more for this fight.
Listen, let me tell you, a lot of money to step
So you
aside.
say-
They're not, listen, then also, Andy Lee will pay equivalent. It's a 50-50 split for me and Lee if Lee wins. And we've already got some to go to America, to the States. So it's a lot of money, mate.
Not more
Yeah.
than
Well, it probably is more than that.
No, it's
Yeah,
not.
because I thought I ain't made yet.
No, it's
So
not.
that belt, I mean, listen, don't if I box you, that belt will be on the line. If you want to box me, I'm not fighting for that. I want to embarrass myself. Look, listen, that belt's no good. That belt is no
You're
good.
worried
to
about
fight.
the money.
We're not worried about
Money
it. Listen,
funds
listen,
will be fighting for this belt.
when we fight, let me tell you one thing. When we fight, we don't need a belt. We don't need a belt to fight. Exactly. Because last time that you said Frank had to pay people to step aside, what else? You were moaning about the British title, like you was actually going to win. You was worried about my belts last time. Worried about you wanted all 3 belts on the line.
Like I
Didn't you say
said,
that, Frank?
I don't make the contracts. All I care about is the fight.
No, well, you should have a say. You're a big man now, so you should have a say in your own boxing.
All I care
Yeah?
about is the rematch.
Well,
There's
not
belts on the
well,
line.
if you care about it, you best not get beat, son, yeah? You best not get beat, you best keep winning. So you best keep fighting battles. If you get beat, whoever beats
That's
you takes
exactly
your
why I don't want to be fighting winning or leave, because you're not going to leave.
Let me tell you one thing, I've earned my right to get that. So I will fight him, and I'll punch you this. Listen, you told me I won't beat you. You told me I won't beat you. Did I beat you? You just make
Are you about to fight me? No. Do you have a win over me? Sure, but you know that's going to be
Oh, I'm sorry, mate. I didn't know. I've got to win out. You've got not better fight.
That's right.
That's news to me.
Chris, are you disappointed the Spike fight's not happening May 9th?
You know, I don't care about the guy. I don't know anything about him. All I know is that he's existing. At the end of the day, like I said, the rematch is the one I'm caring about. I'll fight whoever I have to fight between times if I do.
Would you rather fight a guy you know than an Australian lad you've never heard of?
I'd rather fight whichever one makes sense, whichever one the public wants to see most, which is probably Spike O'Sullivan. He's from Ireland. There's a rivalry there already, so it's a much more exciting fight for the public, for the British public to see. But
If you want that rematch, you best keep away from Spike.
he doesn't have it in him to take the fight.
Is there nothing in the contract? Because the word out of Boston is that Frank, you want free fight option on Spike if he beats Chris.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's why it's not happening.
Well, no, it's not right. What's happening is because the amount of money they want for it. If he were to win what they want, and it's ridiculous.
Wembley's not big enough for this fight, eh, Frank? Where is it?
No, I said, you know, Wembley's capacity is just under 12,000.
Yeah, I understand. Where would you like it to?
We do it in the stadium, open air stadium or something.
Tottenham?
But you're not going to get that on together by the next night, mate. First of all, because the football stadium is so much. All the stadiums are all being used by the various clubs. I don't think the season finishes till the end, mate. And in the meantime, Bill had a fight since the fight in November. He's been sitting around, and I can't have him out of action. He doesn't want to be out of action. And he's supposed to fall, as I said, in the States on the 11th. He had that small injury, so that stops us getting over there. So that's why I'm really pleased to put this show together.
Frank, if you assume that Bill has his world title shot in July, maybe what sort of date do you think you could
I think we'll get on fairly quickly in the autumn.
September or something?
Chris, is there a danger with you perceiving the screen match that's been taken out of the ball with the other
I've been told about this guy today, so I haven't had a chance to get my eye on the ball yet. But, you know, I never opened any type of fire. I know these guys had, he's got 30 minutes. He's experienced. I don't know the type of fighter he is, I don't know the style, but nothing will ever take my eye off the mark when I have a set fight in place. So I'll be ready.
Yeah, were you really disappointed that Spike couldn't make his fight, which is like you weighed in on Twitter telling me, to wait for the rematch?
Well, listen, like I say, Spike's a mate of mine. I like to see Spike get the fight. And listen, I step out from friendship and I would say, personally, I think putting the both of them, Spike and not out. That's as a fan. I would like to see the fight. I would love to see the fight. You know, because it's a fight I'll be interested in looking at because, you know, obviously the potential rematch with me and him, and Spike and I, I've beaten him already. rematch with me and him. So, you know, but I think that, you know, they should get together and try to make this fight for the fans for May 9th, because that fight really would be a fight I like to sit down and enjoy watching, because, you know, I think it's a shame for the fans to be missing out on this fight. Not me, but, you know, it's for the fans. So I'd like to see that fight made for the fans.
Maybe 1 out of 10 for Chidnoff, you know.
Listen, if he knocks Spike out, if he's in the stand and knocks Spike, I'll say, yeah, good performance. I took him 12 rounds. He did win 1 round when he boxed me. So, you know, he's got a lot really to step up. There's a bit more pressure on him as well, because, you know, I think that the only really way he can benefit and get, you know, people pat him on the back for Spike is if he knocks Spike out. And Spike's a tough man. But listen, I think Chris deep down, I think that his management team knows to stay away from Spike.
Frank, is there any chance of resurrecting it, do you think?
Well, they know what the terms are and what we propose, and they're very, very, I think, fair and generous. It's there if they want it. But, you know, in the meantime, we've got to move forward with what we've done. Can't sit around waiting for them. You know, at the end of the day, Chris is a champion, not Spike. He wants to show off the title. He's got the opportunity to do it. It's as simple as that. Are there any more questions?
Chris.
Is everybody good?
Yeah, Chris. Are you going to be going to the Mayweather camp to train?
Originally, yes, that was the plan, but now that I've been told I'm fighting on May 9th, that's
Okay.
kind of one of the big sparring in the works. So, obviously, my training camp should be over here, which is, you know, it's a huge shame. We'll see.
We all done? Thanks very much, thank you. We're going to be announcing Bill's opponent later on this afternoon.